Okay, we're going to look at some textual basis for pragmatism on the idea and that truth is what works. And we're really looking at this first major question: what does it mean for a belief to be true? And why is it important to have true beliefs? So we're looking first at the role of belief and the nature of ideas. I was hoping to answer the question that someone put on the forum, if truth can be true to one person but not another. So hopefully we can see what that is. So basically, pragmatists criticize what they call the spectator theory of knowledge. So there's no spectators here. Dewey once said that the model of knowledge should not be that of a spectator viewing a painting, but that of an artist producing the painting, i.e., we're looking less on knowledge as a noun and more as knowing as a verb. Because the world is changing, our society is changing, and our experience is constantly changing, knowing the world is an ongoing, active process rather than the accumulation of static, finished results. For the pragmatists, cognition, i.e. the way we think, is a way of dealing with the dilemmas, perplexities, and problems that arise in experience and finding creative solutions that will enable us to act in effective ways. The word pragmatism can be traced back to a Greek word that means action, deed, or practice. Accordingly, the pragmatist views ideas and beliefs as guides to action. It's interesting, we can see some pictures of these guys. William James was looking mainly in the field of religion and psychology. So he is thinking about how does this apply to psychology, our mental health, our way of looking at the world, and religion. So in this way, pragmatism is really about what kind of mental attitudes can we adopt that are going to help us live the kind of life that we want. And John Dewey, oh my God, he looks like a school teacher. He is huge in education. The idea, this is all going to still work, that we're looking at what actions, deeds, or practices can we do to get knowledge. Now, back to that question. Let's see, no, that's not what we want to do. There we go. So there's a process, this is from William James in Pragmatic Conception of Truth, that basically says that a theory goes through different stages and that truth is an agreement with reality, but that true ideas are those that we can assimilate, validate, corroborate, and verify. Now this is, it's worth slowing down here. Assimilate means that we can assimilate them into our daily life. We are asking, what concrete difference will its being true make in anyone's actual life? So this is the cash value of knowledge. So we need to be able to assimilate it into our life. When we do and it does what we want it to, we can validate it. Then we can corroborate, which means check with other people, and then verify. So true ideas can go through this process. False ideas cannot. It becomes true. It's made true by their events. And this is the key here that we can end with. You can say of it either then, these truths that grow to be true. You can say that it's useful because it's true, or that it's true because it's useful. Both of these phrases mean exactly the same thing, namely that here is an idea that gets fulfilled and can be verified. True is the name for whatever idea starts the verification process. Useful is the name for its completed function and experience. Now, if you're following, you should be saying, useful to what? And he says, primarily, the common sense level, the truth of a state of mind means this function of a leading that is worthwhile. So the truth leads us in a worthwhile way, or the way it's leading us is worthwhile in its sense, and that really should prompt the question of what is a leading worthwhile? And I think we're going to leave it there and move on to how this connects with religious pluralism and Buddhism. Let's do it.